I'm considering a move to San Diego. What's important to keep in mind? Welcome back to another episode of Fridays with the Fiddle Fig. I'm John Selby with the Selby team, and lately we've been working with quite a few clients who are either moving to San Diego or considering a move to San Diego because of a job opportunity. And so today I thought it would be helpful to go over 4 things to consider when you're thinking about making a move to San Diego. The first thing to consider is the location. A lot of people, when they're thinking about San Diego, they think about the beaches. They think they want to live near the beaches, and that's the ultimate, place to live. One thing, to consider with that is the farther away from the beaches and the farther away from the city center, you're going to get more for less money. So other places to consider might be downtown. You're going to be more in a high-rise or a multi-unit type of situation. Or the suburbs. As you move out, you get into the suburbs. We have many different types of suburbs here in San Diego, so it's important to understand the nuances of each one of them. Or we have the area called Metro San Diego, and that is, still a very, very central location in San Diego, close to downtown, close to the beaches, and it's actually got its own little communities inside of the metro area. So these are all different things to consider. Your initial reaction, I'm sure, is I want to live near the beach, but that may not be the best choice for you. So do definitely consider different locations in San Diego. The second thing you want to consider is your commute. Unlike some other areas around the country, San Diego, where you live in relation to where you work, can make a huge difference in what your commute looks like. It doesn't necessarily mean mileage distance, but just the direction that you might be traveling. It can mean the difference between 15 to 20 minute commute to work or 45 to an hour. So understanding traffic patterns in San Diego is crucial to keep your sanity. The third thing you want to consider when making a move to San Diego is your price point. We have condos in San Diego in the $200,000 range, and we have mega mansions on the beach for $30 million. But it's really important to consider or know that we have everything in between also. So don't get intimidated by what you read in the news or you might read online. Sit down with a local expert so that you can really understand your price point and pinpoint the perfect location and perfect area in San Diego for you. And the fourth thing I think that is super important to consider when moving to San Diego is your home size. With the large number of great weather days we have here in San Diego, you may not need as much indoor space as you've needed in previous homes. And the big reason is being that in San Diego with our great weather, your inside and outside kind of bleed together. So your outdoor space actually becomes an extension of your indoor space. So get a feel for what these different houses feel like and consider your outdoor space part of your indoor space, and you may not need to buy as big of a house as you might think you do. So if you're moving to San Diego or considering a move to San Diego, these are 4 things I think are super critical to consider before making that full decision. You got to consider your location, you got to consider your commute, definitely consider your price point, and don't get intimidated. And you want to think about how big of a house do you really need to live in here in San Diego. And that's it for this week's episode of Fridays with the Fiddle Fig. I'm John Selby. Tune in next week for another great episode.